Hi friends, welcome back to my channel Sai Tech Guru. In this video, I'm going to do the default Battlegrounds mobile game 1.6 version graphics comparison test between all of these 5 smartphones which I got right now. So each device has different Snapdragon processors. So all these 5 smartphones, they do include the 800 series only. Yes, only 800 chipset which I did include from the Snapdragon chipset. So starting with the first is the Snapdragon 855 Plus and Snapdragon 860, 865, 870 and Snapdragon 888 processor. So from mid-range to top high-end range mobile phones I do have right now. Let's see which phone is really compatible to play at 90 FPS Battlegrounds mobile game by default. No GFX tools, no config file, nothing is used during this process of demonstration. So first phone is the Realme X2 Pro which I got right now, and second is the POCO X3 Pro which is a Snapdragon 860 chipset, 855, and third is a OnePlus 8T which has got the Snapdragon 865 chipset, and fourth phone is iQOO 7 device which has got Snapdragon 870, and fifth is a Realme GT which has got the Snapdragon 888 processor. So let's get started with the first phone which is a Snapdragon 855 Plus. Let's check what is the default graphics right now after the Battlegrounds mobile game play 1.6 version. That's what I'm going to exactly show you. So first let's go to the settings option, and in the settings we do have the graphics here. As you can see right now we do have the 90 FPS enabled in the Snapdragon 855 Plus chipset by default in the Realme X2 Pro, as you can see exactly. So what happens is that sometimes the Realme UI doesn't allow you to play at 90 FPS sometimes for some reasons, maybe some kind of software issues. So same thing is happening right now. I cannot use it 90 FPS even though I did enable all the 90 FPS in the compact and lobby. Still I was unable to get that kind of 90 FPS. But overall the device supports, because of the software issues, sometimes the 90 FPS will not work consistently in the Realme X2 Pro device sometime. So overall the first phone is successfully got the 90 FPS update, so no issues with the 90 FPS playback except the Realme UI. So second phone is the POCO X3 Pro. What about this phone? So we can actually guess, right? So because the Snapdragon 855 Plus has got, so obviously the Snapdragon 860 also should get the 90 FPS, but that's not the case, not happened. So right now let me just show you exactly the graphics settings, default graphics settings. So smooth and extreme you can get, balanced extreme, HD extreme, HDR and extreme, HD, Ultra HD Plus, Ultra is also available in the POCO X3 Pro device. These are the default graphics you can actually get in this device without using any kind of config tool. So no config tool is used and no GFX tool as well, as you can see. No config file and no GFX tool. These are the default settings for the POCO X3 Pro device. So overall you will be able to play at 60 FPS in this phone. That's not an issue in the POCO X3 Pro device. So right now I did install a Game Turbo 4.0 as well, which also has the integrated gaming mode, so where you can actually use the performance mode to boost the performance in this device. I'll try to do the separate video on that topic, so make sure to stay tuned for those videos. So next phone is a OnePlus 8T. So OnePlus 8T has got the Snapdragon 865 chipset in this phone, so which is really very interesting mobile phone, friends. And let me just show you the default settings what we got in the Snapdragon 865. So by default we do have the smooth and 90 FPS in the OnePlus 8T. As you can see, this is a OnePlus 8T which I'm trying to play. Smooth and 90 FPS, and smooth and 90 FPS in the compact and lobby, both perfect. So like the OnePlus Nord 2, we don't have any kind of real-time FPS meter to see in the OnePlus 8T device. Unfortunately, there's no such option present right now at this moment in this device. That's kind of slightly disadvantage at this point in the OnePlus 8T. So we do have the 90 FPS update in the Snapdragon 865. So few phones they did receive the 90 FPS. So out of this, OnePlus 8T is one of the phone. And the fourth phone is a Snapdragon 870, which is iQOO 7 device. This is iQOO 7 device. So even the MI Linux also should be kind of similar kind of result as well. MI Linux and iQOO 7 device, because both are having Snapdragon 870. And we don't have any kind of 90 FPS option, unfortunately, in the Snapdragon 870. Still, we did not get that kind of option at all, as you can see, friends. But we do have one benefit in the iQOO 7, which is 4D haptic vibrations, which works fantastic in this device. Fantastic, no doubt at all. In the iQOO 7 device regarding the 4D haptic vibration, this is the only one phone which right now I do have. I'm not saying in comparing with other phones, but whatever the phones I got, there's only few phones which are supported the 4D vibrations. So out of those, iQOO 7 is one of the phone. And the final device is the Realme GT with the Snapdragon 888 processor. Let me just show you the default settings. So 90 FPS you can actually play in this phone. A true 90 FPS. So you can actually get the 90 FPS working 100% fine in the Realme GT without any kind of issues. Even the Realme UI also allows you to play at 90 FPS. I did upload the video as well yesterday, I think battery draining video on the Realme GT, continuously playing with the 90 FPS. So make sure to check this video because battery drained for 1 hour, I think 30%. So if you want, you can check that video for more details as well. So this is a quick review, friends, comparing all the default graphic settings only between the 800 series what I got right now. So maybe few of the other phones, even if they use the same kind of process, may not get this kind of 90 FPS update. So at this point, it's kind of random. I'm not sure why some phones got 90 FPS, some phones didn't get, because at this moment you can see 90 FPS, no 90 FPS, 90 FPS and no and 90 FPS. It's kind of alternate. It's kind of, I'm not sure why this kind of pattern is happening at this moment. It's completely weird because 855 plus has got 90 FPS in the Realme X2 Pro, but 870 still did not get the 90 FPS. So before this Snapdragon 870, two phones got, I mean two processors, Snapdragon 865 and Snapdragon 855 plus, both got the 90 FPS, but still Snapdragon 870 did not get the 90 FPS. So no clue what is happening at this moment because of these updates. So that's it, friends. This is a quick comparison between all of this Snapdragon 800 series comparison. So I thought of just giving you the demonstration because very soon there will be a big billion day sale and Amazon sales as well. So you should know which phone is actually working 90 FPS and which one is not working 90 FPS. That's what my main motive of making this video comparison side by side. So thank you for watching and see you in the next video and stay tuned for more updates. Meanwhile, signing off. Bye.